Lucky week 13 it is. Everyone hoping for a little good fortune this time around as we enter the home stretch of the regular season. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing to start it off. Getting out to his... Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kane, we're one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
Trying again, following the sack. Looking right, and he finds him. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stopped.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Rodgers here from the gun. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Black Knights have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Back-to-back carries here. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Another carry for him. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Back to the well again. And he gets in, touchdown. The Black Knights pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Black Knights will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Kickoff taken at the 3. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
On first down, they'll run. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
First down, and they go right back to it. Has the Houston touchdown. The Black Knights get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Black Knights drive out to an early 14-0 lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the first look for the rookie out of USC. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Complete, it's Weaver. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 from the 41. They'll give it to him inside. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, Rodgers. On the move, headed right. Hauled in left side. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing on first down, Rodgers. Pass caught, 9-yard line. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Are they going to run him down? He took it all the way. Touchdown. Oh, baby, what a return. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
That one splits the uprights. And the Black Knights double their lead to 14. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blitz coming for Rodgers. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's a give up the middle. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by Quay Walker. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group and he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Rack, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you've got.
He's throwing deep to the left side. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Black Knights are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Plowing up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Running for the marker on second. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. Back to Houston in just a moment. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They'll only need a few inches here on third down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing now from the gun. Hauled in by Dobbins. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First and 10, looking to throw. He throws a bullet to the center. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Black Knights parlay the interception into points. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
That one right down the middle. And the Black Knights stretch their lead to 21. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds his back complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. This is hauled in by Weaver. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
To the air here on first down, Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Taken in by Smith. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to slide to a halt. For the moment, it's a gain, but we'll see if that penalty flag brings it all back. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Throwing again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Eagles get it back to a 14-point game. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Chased out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And it sets up a Houston 1st. Looking for a throw here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He'll throw it yet again. Diving right side, got it! Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the in route. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Space on the right. He's got room. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Motion man right is Smith. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Rodgers here from the gun. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Black Knights get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Back to throw now. Setting up the running back screen. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. He's dropping back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. 3rd and 2, Rodgers. Hauled in left side. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing once again, Rodgers. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Throwing on 1st down, Rodgers. He's got it. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He's back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That was Montez Sweat who took him down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. He'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
To throw it on 1st down. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Handoff on 2nd and short. Jukes one defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Back now, pressure on its way. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 11. Finds his man over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. Third and just 2 to go. They motion the tight end over. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Cut out left. And this one does not go far.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Trying to push this past the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
He easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Brought in close to the 8. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. And they take this in for the score. The Black Knights grow the lead coming out of halftime. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here's 2nd and 5. Into the hands of Pitts. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Taken in by Smith. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Pitts brings it in. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles start the 2nd half with some needed points. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now a give left side. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 34. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Dropping back to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Eagles get it back after making their third first-half interception.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Rodgers here from the gun. Forced out to his right. He's on the move. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our third quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Second and 3 now. Here's the handoff. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A pistol snap here. Rodgers. This finds Smith. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Blitz coming for Rodgers. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. They'll throw again. Rodgers buys time, rolling right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the pressure drives them backwards. twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Rodgers. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
That is a wow. Maybe that's a double wow for me. 2 sacks in the previous 3 snaps. I can really criticize quarterbacks, and too often I do, to get rid of the football, but that is about a defensive effort. Knowing what's on the line when you get into situations in the red zone, Kate, can't do it much better than that.
Kicked well, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And things will end there, but plenty of damage already done. They've got it down inside the opposing 45 following the return.
This guy's put on a show today. Already took one back to the house and nearly another. This is what the new league rules wanted. This is what Park Avenue and New York imagined with the new kickoff rules. Give those returners a chance to put on a show.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. We've got a screen to the running back. And they make this stop, we're going to say, about the 37-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 37. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He'll throw it. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll come up 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1. The defense calls a timeout. That's their 1st. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down here at the 16.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. And there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. On the move, headed right. He'll make a bid for it up, and he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Black Knights now lead by 10. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
That one splits the uprights. And the Black Knights drive their lead to 11. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Kickoff taken at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Rodgers will look to throw. Along the sideline, and Pitts brings it in. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
From the 27, he puts some juice on it deep. Big gain downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. To throw, Rodgers. This throw is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Here he is to throw. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
Ooh, had to have that onside kick. Got 1 timeout, but not much time left. This one kind of feels like it's over.
Not a whole lot they can do, but you can't give up. Not a time to look at the clock. You got that 1 timeout. You got to do all you can and really hope and pray this offense fumbles the snap or screws it up here in the final minutes.
They'll run here on 1st down. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Another carry for him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
With that play clock getting perilously close to 0, Kevin O'Connell calls for a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They can let the clock run out here, but let's see if they resist the temptation to add on 3 more instead. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Try and push it deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Black Knights make the play that should win them this game.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff up the gut. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Knights are winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.